ayade show ni nyina na ye bo twagu nso e Facebook live ware ase enti no uboram e Facebook na udu session nyina na wa search True TV Ghana de e wa no bia no ayade atwagu live for you to selfish no betumi share na yonko nso betumi ya bia share wa like na wo ja comment ato on ma de any time na bebo ewram na no so no ya kan comment nso etumi e de ama fe eno sonko nso on same as YouTube nso no ayade atwagu live e wo no same name and also True TV Ghana no ayade ho hia ye papa eno ntina ya na de Ghana kan wan so ko True TV nko a niam bebe yi a kire wo no unya de obehu ye nda eno ntina de ma unique no aye Ghana no ware ase ntina wotumi ahye no so etumi e de ama ye no so no ubowram ho a share na yonko nya be hwe like na ja comment to on ma the next time no eno se be borom na ya ka comment no so etumi de abro ye sembre no na ayade ye twagu na ye foreign state bit no so etumi abro but wouldn't say pictures in the second one. I did also and Newcastle, Carabao, Newcastle, no, Abo go back and so on, Mounted Gordon, and a promise to actually go at the Newcastle, and also near Mount so Echo Ye, and so at Newcastle, St. James Park, I know so no, and so also in so on Debbie, St. James Park, almost second play no. And I'm back on to when a Carabao backyard, and so much say we are between a course years and so to me idea on young Ramu now young stories and so embroidery and I shall here and so PSG and Rano said I'm big I can come back and so Champions League playoff from Nanka defending champions game we are there couple playoff now so it's football anything can happen I'm so I don't code 2-0 first half no number of brim 2-0 Monaco and Semo Horman and so come back papa punch infinity and omutumi eye enso e ho ma me no e kasa ne de akase nyina ko wie tutu favor for Paris Saint-Germain eno na Luis Enrique our manager enso edema Paris Saint-Germain boboko no o kire mo dia players no waje won di papa winning mentality the zero omo so etumi ekonya ewo eye field of play no so enso any aggressive no so omo portray on the field of play na bibia so no equals years no and so edema and it's in winning mentality now omu enyan e wo man so come back now omutumi eye na ayade a players ni nyina obom abaso enso e wo sanso and Jose Mourinho yeda so e wo manager for nsensem no Jose Mourinho only so sign 1 year contract now so no despite say Real Madrid e ko kire no enso e bo na kan back ni nyina no ayade a me no e kasa ne de Benfica president Raul Costa, we know Cassan dear. What you to try confirm Jose Mourinho 2 years. Already 2 years. What I said next year no. About to extend the contract and so one more. Now and so about Benfica. Nanema yin so no etumi so no akoso e de ama Benfica bobuko no enso e de won. Nti omo president Raul Costa, me know Cassan dear. Seven na wodi atudwa ni nyina no say Mourinho osan be sign contract. Oba extend enso e won na bia so no etumi akoso ye enso e de ama Newcastle United, me know Cassan dear omo san e de kan ba ko and so aka ho and to car back nyama nkoye emfa ema won nyama nkoye emfa ma won and no ele kick off no Newcastle United omo eguso eyensem what I say sisi 2-0 enso e wo hono yes am to aso enso e wo yam tidbit mu dia na no Nottingham Forest me no kasa ne Nottingham Forest omo pam coach this season ko omo pam coach mako miensa e wo so fourth coach no ono so o kire mu dia ense bebre na o dia atudwa o say Newcastle owner no o gidie e wo ne mu Evangelos or say Evangelos no ogidie wonu that's why say wapam three coaches no waba no so no ogidie e wonu mu say bibia betumi akoso eye e ma na nche bia no mu sign sa coach we an din and so e de Victor Pereira into Victor Pereira chemo dia masa Evangelos no onyama the dream no ya de obe support na bibia so no tumi akoso ye and so e de Newcastle bobo kro no chemo dia bibia mo te e wo level of no so enya de twa ye but obetumi abo na nyama so no etumi akoso ye enso e de ma eye Nottingham Forest enso e wo no yeda so ejina coach hu nsensem no na me no ka kire dia Tottenham almost Thomas Frank we say Thomas Frank no fi Brentford no yensem what I say or yensem and I thought am say no ye pamo poster ko gulu dia na say Thomas Frank na ye den ye ko fa no ba mpa ko fa Thomas Frank by Thomas Frank so wa be frankly speaking omo chemu dia Thomas Frank aye Frank to the team when to me aye Frank to the team unti no omo pam no so omo ko fa new coach aba eno aye interim coach no edi an oje so aye Igor Tudor no no so chemu dia baby a Tottenham da na nye what I say Tottenham was baby omo da no enya de eye ewo no nanso no obeboa na Champions League eye sort no eno so omatumi abo room ewo level of no stand bibia so no etumi akoso ye na relegation zone de enya de obeboa na Champions League Tottenham Hotspur so no etumi akọ enso ewo Juventus the old ladies meno e ka say de Endra nyama nchara ye de anko yi enso no amfama Syria aside no enso or no na ansem bebre na enso me etumi ebobo ba coach no one eye technical team ni nyina nso no apa Juventus omo fans ni nyina chewo omo chemu dia onye de ekoto won no na enya de ye ni kan won but that is football anything can happen and it's number hwe say second leg no eno so no bibia nso betumi akoso ye nso e de ama ona eno so no bibia nso no enso etumi akoso ye no ma qualify enso e de akọ round of 16 of the Champions League no enso e no ye and e betu ye srebo enso e warranted betuni abo ewramu enso e local scene mu dia na local scene so nyama enso e koso ye nyama koso ye me no ka say the Black Stars of Ghana aye confirm Mexico unu say Mexico so omo hosti e World Cup no e ba so no Mexico one of the countries almost no omo be hosti enso e wono Ghana and Mexico be friendly match aye confirm Ghana ebo friendly match with Mexico aye very confirm ni nyina preparation omo de hwe 2026 World Cup no enso enim say bibia so betumi ayeden betumi akoso ye enso entuno etumi ede ama Thomas Partey over England now say ya branch no ye nsem no gi nani pa e ba no ne ma side o gi nani pa na afi ansa na results no aya de ebobo ba e wo ho no me no kasa na rape case bako miensa ena na eda table no so e wo that was last season ena mpemfo hwe enum so mbe clettings me no kasa no two so asanya ba we fresh fra eno last week ena so no etumi e ba enso e wo no but Black Stars technical team no any president ni nyina nso chiremu dia anya dia Thomas Partey omo ebeja na chi dida na mom no ayade omo bebo na chi dom saa omo sese onsem onsechi be ya odakra na enti se onsayem na kuntumia ni kura nso na nechia na ko otwu okatara ma wen so a na yade a wawe bibia enso e wo ho no onua and there is no way omo betumi adane omachi akire Thomas Partey oya omo dehye enye kura no waye captain e de ma Black Stars da me no kaza sia nso no oka deputy captains no so a omo hwe enim na bibia nso na tumi akoso ye nso no e de ma Thomas Partey nso despite rape cases e wo ba na nyina no omo nja na chidi unse ne nam from say Thomas Partey because of rape cases no keka won ya de obekọ World Cup no bi no keka omo so mo boa World Cup no obekọ mo ye den obekọ wato mo 9006 obekọ 1006 what I say and you sa nia me de nam from mo say Thomas Partey no onko ne those kind of things ni nyina e urudu rather say matia na wa boa to egu na bibia nso na to yakoso ye nso no etumi e de ama wo no mo koda nso na waka branch no enso e wo impact enso wo no say Thomas Partey obetumi afa ne ntoma pa efra na mentally strongness no wotumi enya ahead of FIFA World Cup by 2026 year no na eno so wenya emotional physical spiritual ne mental no ayese go so na bibia nso no etumi akoso ye nso e de ama Thomas Partey enso e wo ho no ye bo ewramu enso e wo nsem foforo mo dia na me no kasa ne de super class e ba so Sunday no enso na nyama bebre na enso e koso ye e de ma glorious impressive Accra has folk na no na escort ko official o semu a Benjamin Asare aye man of the match no nyan no o deserve abrante no wapon humodi ye papa o share on the play no the aggressiveness o share the controller no wo ball so otumi nya ball na otumi atwetwe ball no o pass those kind of things ni na ma ye den ekoyie e de ma abrante no papa nso o shot bi a otumi save nyina na otumi boa ye ma abrante no so man of the match Benjamin Asare otumi anya nti export ko official ana o kiremu dia Benjamin Asare nya na ayade o deserve enso e wo no we nyina no eye best player ana Benjamin Asare ono so otumi anya except for life ono so no hwa nyama ko isu ye ma we o shata wale fan ye papa nti aya no otumi ase no so on de tu de ya tu esrebo enso e wo eye local stories no mu na eno so me no ka se ne Charles Taylor iconic Charles Taylor ono oye former House of Folk player sa enso eno oye former Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko player enso e wo no chem de Didi Dramani no ono ena na o deserve man of the match na o chem enso de Didi Dramani oyade a oye second Jonas Atikwe okay play sa coach no Atikwe obey nyama be bread ma asofo ono ena oje Confederation Cup enso ena ma glorious impressive Accra asofo ono ko Kumasi ena ko bu Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko on penalties na oko Confederation Cup enso eri fi Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko se nti Chastel at Remodia, or Jonas Atukwe, second Jonas Atukwe few, into Nama Beso, and so Beko ye, and so Eddie Ama, a Didi Dramani, as I and a Chastel and so on, or see a fan, yen fan, anchor, and to ja and there enumerate, and so on. Mutano, and the both foreign and local Dini and so on, and so between AC, and so on. Ranch Biano me bought, and so Evramo, and so our discussions in Moria. Na Metria Ben, Gordon Kwashi, na sports prophet dia obeka nyina so no eno so no watumi agye gua so pam nyina no Champions League playoff ya ba na behwe update on Kurobia Kumasi Asante Koroko omno Glorious Impressive Accra Hasfo so super clash etumi ko Sunday no 1-0 eno so ya beba na update ni nyina de won samso nyina so no etumi abro e wo show no so no ende enwume Hasfo ko hosti big anaso mbe hosti big meeting ni dey na ekoso won say Hasfo ko edeka Rennick ono has to focus the car and to the same and I equal to be ready so bet you can na 1.5 billion and I has to at the papareka it meeting me ba so saying and I be kwafa you be so to me actual so enko be bia tell a friend to tell another friend say so na course what I say nitty-gritty into details into in a profound story way no and I yede enso ebro e won nti e betwe ho basema ye ba ye bebo ewramu e won match say course and match say e bekoso ende twen e basisia. Yes, I'm more real kwaba eba nitty-gritty so na me can say another edition of Where the Sports and uguso enso ehwe enso e horomoti aye na wotumi ahye enso so no etumi e de amam of course warriors here of course you travel life our social media abefint interview so both YouTube and Facebook and to bo ramo session jana na wa search True TV Ghana de wa no bia e travel life on for you not to selfish no wotumi ahye na yonko etumi anya bia hwe like na we ja comment at one more the time no and so you be boy room na ya comment no so etumi e de ama wo hono yi me boy room e wo Gordon Kwashi adwoso de na ye be sen check ma kakra wonu so no de twi be sin next na my any classes nya de a otie enti me hwese me pe plantain chips baby girl bi de ama no na wa kire no twi na hwese no e be ko na suma se me amenimu nye kama ide anya de be fa wari ase. What was up?
Cool.
How is everything?
Everything is good. In fact, we are in the Champions League moment.
Of course,
enjoying the games one after the other. So everything is okay so far, so good.
Yeah, so far so good. Last night was crucial night for some teams, especially Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain left king. Now you get it. Yeah. So let's tackle Juventus and then Galatasaray.
Rich.
Yesterday, famous striker like Victor Osimhen couldn't find at the back of the net, but provide 2 assists.
You see, first of all, I want to say a very good evening to our viewers. Yesterday was a very special night for Galatasaray. Okay. If you look at the kind of investment they've made in their season so far, the kind of players they signed, the likes of GODWIN, Leroy Sané, Victor Osimhen, and all those guys are in there for Galatasaray. They scored the first goal, and then Juventus equalized and then went ahead by 2-1 at the end of the first half. Okay. Before Galatasaray came back and then won by 5-2. Somebody might say because of the red card that Juventus had. Yeah. Cabal coming on in the second half within space of 10 minutes, getting sent off. I mean, it was it was a crucial moment in that game yesterday. Yeah. And then Galatasaray took advantage of that in a very, very nice way. Okay. Victor Osimhen, you could see his presence in the box. Yeah. It was a very, very big problem for Juventus to deal with. They couldn't contain him. Okay. And then I think he forced a lot of errors on the side of Juventus, which led to Noah Lang scoring about 2 goals in that particular game. It was a very beautiful game at Istanbul yesterday. Okay. The stadium was buzzing. In fact, if you go and play away against Galatasaray at Istanbul in that particular stadium, you always suffer. Okay. Liverpool went there this season, they lost. Okay. Understand? So it's a very difficult ground for a lot of teams to go perform. And yesterday, Galatasaray showed that they are capable of going far in this Champions League season. They have a very, very strong team, both from defense and then to attack. The likes of Davinson Sanchez, who once played for Tottenham Hotspur, went to the Champions League final but lost to Liverpool in that 2019 Champions League final.
Yeah.
Also, the likes of Victor Osimhen, former Serie A title winner, Gundogan, who won the Champions League with Manchester City, Leroy Sané, former veteran of Bayern Munich. So all these guys are in there for Galatasaray. They have a very, very good team, a very strong team.
Okay.
So I think yesterday, even though Juventus getting to the end of the first half, they were leading. I think the red card was very, very crucial. Even though Galatasaray was winning 3-2 before the red card came in, but they just took advantage of the opportunity and added 2 more goals to it to secure that important victory. Now, the ball will be in the court of Juventus. The second leg, what can they do? You know, we saw them in some years back.
Can they do the
remontada?
Yeah.
Some years back when Cristiano was there, they went to Attico and lost by 2-0. Ronaldo scored a hat trick in the second leg and they won 3-2 on aggregate. But somebody might say there's no Ronaldo at Juventus right now. They have the likes of McKennie, Yildiz, and then all these guys. Would they be able to do it? It's a big, big question for Juventus to answer coming next week. So I think Galatasaray should be able to progress because there's a very, very comfortable lead for them. 3 goals ahead. I don't see Juventus scoring them 4-0 in the second leg without Galatasaray getting a goal in a particular game. So I think Galatasaray will go through to the round of 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to tell me that the road has ended for Juventus?
For Juventus in the Champions League. I don't see them progressing.
Okay, you don't see them progressing.
Yeah.
I mean, you are football sports prophet, so sometimes if you say certain things, there is no way I can underrate on that. So let's take it like that. So those who are doing the Nkratasem, probably the second leg will go in favor of Juventus.
They might probably win, but I don't think
there is no way they can do that.
Unless Galatasaray didn't perform well on the day, because the display they showed yesterday was very, very good. They played really, really well yesterday.
Okay.
And I don't see them going to Allianz Stadium in Italy, the home of Juventus, and getting beat by 4-0 or 3-0, which will take them to extra time.
Okay.
I think they have a chance of scoring some beautiful, getting a goal in that second leg. The likes of Mauro Icardi, Victor Osimhen, Leroy Sané, Gundogan, all in the side of Galatasaray. I think they'll be able to progress.
Okay, so let's tackle Monaco. Yesterday it was two French clubs meeting yesterday, and then you could clearly see that that feeling, that zeal, that one known to each other. It was there on the field of play, but defending champions, they did their thing, and then that comeback victory was went for them.
Of course.
Yeah. So that match, Charlie, take us through.
You see,
what happened? Someone was like, Mbappe won the match for them. Dembele won the match for them. Ousmane Dembele won the match for them through his injury. The moment he got injured, when he was out of the field, and then
Due came in and got a goal.
Not a goal.
A goal and assist.
Was it a brace?
2 goals and assists.
2 goals and assists.
Yeah. A very good player.
Yeah.
Rich, this is where the Champions League shows us every time. PSG, last season, who was beating everybody, in the lead up to that final. Inter Milan 5-0 in the finals. This season, they are in the same spot as they found themselves last season. They went on to win it. I was not surprised Monaco was ahead by 2-0 because this is the Champions League and the best teams meet each other.
Of course.
Monaco, on the side of Monaco, I don't think they handled the game very, very well. If you go
leading 2 goals
against the champion, the defending champion, you should be able to defend that particular goal and then play really, really well to secure a very important victory. But I think overconfidence was what happened on the side of Monaco. And then also you made mention of Dembele getting injured, which gave the chance to Desiree Doué coming on to do the magic for PSG. In fact, all the 3 goals PSG scored, he was involved. In fact, scoring 2 of them and then assisting 1. So it was a very important victory for Luis Enrique. Just last weekend, they lost. They lost to Rennes in the French Ligue 1. It wasn't a very, very good month for PSG. Now, so getting this victory will be very, very important for PSG. It will boost their morale. In the second leg, everybody knows at the Parc des Princes, PSG is a different beast. Of course. But it's football, anything can happen. The likes of Manchester United have gone there and have qualified ahead of PSG when PSG had the likes of Neymar, Mbappe, Di Maria. But AS Monaco.
Mm-hmm.
They have some really good players. Alexander Golovin, he will not be playing the second leg because he got a red card in the first leg yesterday.
Okay.
So in that second leg, he's a very crucial member of the Monaco team.
Okay.
Getting a red card in that game yesterday will not allow him play the second leg. So they'll be missing him so badly. But they have Simon Adingra. You remember him, the Ivorian international. Who plays for Sunderland, currently joined Monaco. He'll be on the side of
is this Barcelona player still
he's also there.
Yesterday, did he play?
I think he came off the bench. No, but because of the red card, he was not able to play yesterday's game. Frolem Balogun, the former Arsenal striker, is also in the side of Monaco. Dennis Zakaria, formerly of Chelsea and that of Juventus, also in the side of Monaco. But the second leg is always going to be very difficult. The likes of Desiree Doué, we don't know how far the injury of Dembele is going to be.
Of course.
If he's fit for the second leg, I think it will be a job done for PSG.
But Doué is always Doué.
Yes.
Desiree Doué is a good player.
It's a good player.
Any given day, setting a lot of records.
Of course.
Yesterday's night, he set one record. A record, it was only Mbappe and then two players. One is Mbappe, and then the other person is, I've forgotten the name. Mbappe and another player. They were the players they've scored 6 goals in Champions League. In Champions League playoff. In Champions League, like the playoffs.
The playoffs.
So they were the players they've scored 6. So yesterday he joined them. He has scored 6 goals. So his name is.
It's part of the list.
It's a
very young child. The youngest
player.
21 years.
Under 21 years
in the knockout stages.
Of course.
Desiree Doué is part of them. So it's a very brilliant one for him. He's a very fantastic player, especially the World Cup coming up in the summer. It's actually a good moment for players like this to do well for their clubs, and I think he's on a good form. This season, PSG hasn't been the PSG we saw last season, but I think one after the other, they are picking momentum in the Champions League, and I see them going a lot far in this season's Champions League.
So let's tackle another match that was against yesterday. Which match again?
Benfica Real Madrid.
I don't want us to tackle that one. I want us to tackle, or we are done with those.
So
Benfica. Benfica Real Madrid. You see, Mourinho started playing it well. Started getting the rhythm. The rhythm they had. That was last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks,
right? But Vinicius Junior was like, Charlie, when it's come to the Champions League, I have that experience. I've played.
He has won it twice.
I've played with Real Madrid for almost 6 seasons now, and I have that zeal. I have that experience that I can punish you at any time. And then yesterday, looking at his goal, very sensational goal for Real Madrid. But you see, we by now we should have, talk about
the goal,
the glories.
But
what happened yesterday wasn't fair at all.
Of course, the issue of racism.
The issue of racism, and then Vinicius walking out of the field, and then like a lot of brouhaha went on during that game yesterday. So yesterday match, let's tackle that one before we come to let's tackle the good side before we come to the bad side.
Rich, you see, the game was very intense. Half of the game. Madrid had clear-cut opportunities to win this game, and more than 3 goals. But I think Benfica's goalkeeper, Trubin, was fantastic yesterday. In fact, he did 6 good saves in that game. That tells you what happened. 6 fantastic saves in that game yesterday against Real Madrid. Imagine he was not on top of his game. Madrid would have won the game by 5 or 4 goals to nil. You understand? But I think Madrid put in a very good fight, especially if you look at the manner at which they lost that group phase game last 2 weeks. Trubin scoring a winning goal for Benfica. You always know that Madrid will be going for revenge in this one, and I think they got it. Can't see that fantastic goal from Vinicius Junior yesterday, which an assist from Kylian Mbappe. You see, there's something new about this Aberula's team. This Aberula's Real Madrid. The players seems to be playing for him. You understand? I don't know if it is because he's a legend of the club. But he has seemed to find the perfect formula to manage these players.
Of course.
And he's getting the result. Do you know that aside that defeat against Benfica in the group phase, Madrid has not lost any game nor draw. All the games they played from that time to now were all wins.
I think they've played 3 games so far.
And they won all.
Yeah,
Understand?
they
So
won all.
it's a good performance from Real Madrid yesterday. Players like Tchouaméni getting the man of the match was absolutely fantastic yesterday.
Okay.
Eduardo Camavinga was everywhere yesterday on the pitch.
Okay.
And I think Madrid was just too good for Benfica yesterday. They had their opportunities as well, but Thibaut Courtois once again. In fact, I've always said that Madrid without Thibaut Courtois would be a disaster.
Okay.
That guy, to me, is the best goalkeeper in the world as we
Okay.
speak. And yesterday he showed it clearly to everybody to see. You understand? So Madrid, I know they didn't want to take this route. They never wanted to play in the playoffs. But once they find themselves there, they have to find a way to win. And yesterday, going away at Lisbon, getting a 1-0 victory and sending back to Santiago Bernabeu is very, very important for Balua and then his Real Madrid boys. I think it was a good game.
Okay.
The best team won. Mourinho had a perfect plan for yesterday's game. I wish he would have been happier with 0-0, knowing that the game is still open, going to the Santiago Bernabeu, hoping for a magic or a miracle to happen. But now that he trailed by a goal to nil, that means a lot of plans have to change in the lead up to that second leg.
Of course.
But even though he will not be on the touchline because he was sent off yesterday.
Of course.
So out to the Champions League.
Okay.
A lot of crazy stuff happened there, and it will be a very, very shocking result for Benfica to go and overturn the 1-0 score and win and qualify to the round of 16.
Saying that, or basing on the angle that you are coming from, you see, Ajax 2015 did same thing to Real Madrid.
Of course, somebody might say that particular Real Madrid, that was the season Ronaldo left Madrid, and the team was not in a good shape.
Same.
Of course,
same. This season, the team even.
But I think fair enough, they are performing not badly. Only some few games that they let themselves down, but I think this isn't even very okay. Even though they sack Xavi in the middle of the season, a lot of people think they will be performing poorly, but I think Abarua has come and he has identified the perfect plan to manage these Madrid players. You know, there are a lot of superstars in this Real Madrid team.
Of course.
There's Kylian Mbappe, who has won the World Cup at the age of 19. There's Vinicius Jr., he has won the Champions League 2 times. Bellingham has won the Champions League as well with Real Madrid. Tchouaméni, Camavinga, all these guys are superstars with big egos. So you need a very special way to manage them to be able to play for you as a coach. And I think so far the coach is doing a very, very good job. You see on the pitch, a lot of them are trying to play for the badge, and that is a good thing for Madrid so far. Looking at how poorly they perform in the lead up to the end of last year, in losing the Copa del Rey the Super Cup to Barcelona in Saudi Arabia in a very spectacular fashion, which brought a lot of issues, and then Alonso was sacked in that particular moment. So I think they are in a good place as we speak. A lot of teams will be watching out for them because the seasons that Madrid wins the Champions League, they've not been the best team in Europe.
Of course.
But whenever they get to the difficult moments, they always deliver. So Madrid is always Madrid when it comes to the Champions League. I think they will be able to progress to the next round.
Okay, so that is what Godwin is saying. Let's do away with yesterday's match. I think we've tackled the crucial ones. Yes. So today, Club Brugge versus Atletico Madrid.
Breaking one. Newcastle United
3-0.
4 goals to nil. 4 minutes. You understand? They are totally destroying Karabakh far away in Azerbaijan.
Wow.
4 goals to 0 in the first half for Newcastle United. It's a very wonderful night for Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon getting a hat-trick.
Do you know something? This is my problem. Sometimes you meet a certain team, a team that has the name, a team that has the vim, the zeal, experience. Not small teams. Why you over run of playoff and then what is papa so who do the
you know the start in the first half. 34 minutes so far. Newcastle 14 shot on goal, 9 on target, 7 big chances, and they scored 4. So that tells you what exactly Newcastle is doing. They are without their captain. Bruno Guimaraes is not playing.
Okay.
A lot of big stars are not in the team, but the likes of Joe Willock, Anthony Gordon, Harvey Barnes,
and not forgetting that they are playing away.
Yeah. Karabakh.
Yeah.
You understand? Chelsea went there, they played 2-2.
Okay.
In fact, Karabakh has been solid this season.
Chelsea monster.
But Newcastle is winning.
Chelsea monster.
Newcastle is out by 4 goals to 0. I'm sure a lot of people will be putting their monies back behind Newcastle. They'll be smiling at the very good side of their mouth.
Of course, like they will start smiling. But Atletico Madrid and Club Brugge, if they doesn't take care, they will laugh at the wrong side of their mouth.
Rich,
Mm-hmm.
that particular game,
Yeah.
it's a risky one for Diego Simeone.
Okay.
You see, just at the end of the group phase of the Champions League, Olympique Marseille was on the edge of qualifying to the knockout rounds until they went to Belgium to face Club Brugge. They lost by 3-0.
Okay.
Now, this is a Club Brugge team that has played against Barcelona this season.
Mm-hmm.
They drew Barcelona. Was it
3-3.
3-3 in the first game at home in Belgium.
Yeah, 3-3.
So
it was 3-3.
That tells you that this current Club Brugge team is not scared of anybody.
Okay.
You understand? And I think today they'll be going all out against Atletico, knowing very well that they are playing the first game at home.
Okay.
You know that if they get a very good scoreline, going back to Wanda Metropolitano, they can do something.
Okay.
It will be a difficult night for Atletico. Looking at what they did in the game against Real Vallecano in the Spanish La Liga over the weekend, after beating Barcelona 4-0 in the Copa del Rey.
Chelsea were advising Atletico Madrid, hey, the team that you are going to play for, don't score them. Don't score them. If you score them, you lose. You lose 5 matches consecutively.
Let me tell you something.
Atletico Madrid didn't listen, and then they ended up losing.
That is the only
trophy.
That is the only trophy possible for Atletico Madrid to win this season. The Copa del Rey.
That is the Copa del Rey.
Yes, the Champions League, we cannot say they will win it because they are inconsistent.
And then the league too.
Yes, the league is too far gone.
Right now, Madrid is on top.
Yeah,
but there is no way Abelora can win.
Anthony Gordon hat-trick in the first half. Fantastic.
Gordon, let's go.
So, Rich, I see a very open game. I think the both teams will score goals in today's game to be a very open scoring game.
Okay.
I see Atletico putting in a fight, but I think Club Brugge will win the first leg by a slim margin 3-2 or 2-1.
Okay. So that is it.
Yeah.
So I don't think we can.
Aside that, we have Inter Milan going away to Bodo Glimt. Manchester City.
Should we discuss that one?
3-1.
Is that done for Inter Milan?
So, no, but Bodo Glimt this season.
Of course, but Inter Milan, you see, the kind of
football they are
strength
playing,
they have
the
this
players
season.
they have Lautaro Martinez to run.
They are on top of the Serie A.
8 points clear or
playing against Napoli.
Yeah.
Their coach.
What's the name? I think Inter Milan's coach currently.
Not Inter Milan's coach. Napoli's
Antonio
coach.
Conte.
Antonio Conte.
Yeah.
Playing against Antonio Conte, who won the
Scudetto
last season. It's not, and then AC Milan having a form.
Of course, AC Milan is.
But still, Inter Milan they are on top of the distance. So, Charlie, Bodo Glimt.
I think this will be the end of the road for Bodo Glimt.
Of course. Is that no for Inter Milan?
Olympiacos will also be taking on Leverkusen far away in Greece.
You will not discuss that one.
Olympiacos against Leverkusen.
Is that no for Leverkusen?
No, I think it will be a good game, a well balanced one. Olympiacos.
So this one you're not cycling with me, right?
No, Olympiacos at home they are a very good side.
But Leverkusen too. Leverkusen that I know.
Leverkusen might probably win second.
They were very, very, very good.
Yeah. Leverkusen might probably.
So I think it's done there for
Leverkusen.
Both today's match and then the second leg. Is done there for Leverkusen.
Sure.
Don't be like sure. Say
I think the first leg.
Okay.
Olympiacos has a chance of winning, but Leverkusen might probably win the second leg and progress back in Germany.
Okay. So Gordon, let's do away with foreign discussion and come to the local scene. You see, last Friday, you were here and we were like, you think Kotoko will still win. And I told you that no, I'm
probably in the draw.
You see, I'm having that optimism.
Yeah.
Pessimism. All the zim.
Yeah, all the
that House of Folk this time will win. Do you know the reason why? I told you the reason why. You see, if a team will score, a team will use Asante Kotoko to score House of Folk, they are having that coach. Any team that he coaches, he used that team to score House of Folk.
Yeah.
And then Karim Zito, for instance, coaching Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He scored us. He scored Kotoko. He scored House of Folk. The first round. He scored House of Folk. Coming to Accra, scoring House of Folk 1-0. A long goal. So Karim Zito stepping down, and I was like, no, it will be a disaster for Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko because this super class, more times it doesn't deal with the players or doesn't deal with form. It deals with the coaches, how they will be tactical on the field of play, the experience, the well-known. That is how they used to play the super class. So stepping down and then giving the mantle to that backroom staff of
Karim Zito.
Karim Zito, I was like, no, Hearts of Oak will carry the day. You know, prior to this game, I don't know. I wasn't seeing any zeal. I wasn't seeing any enthusiasm around Hearts of Oak team. But they showed up.
Yeah.
10 against 11. That was first half. And then they were able to manage Krobia Kumasi as Antakotoko.
For almost 60 minutes.
For almost 60 minutes till the end of the match, it was something. It was something. So, Gordon, what do you have to say?
Rich, you see, the Super Clash
because Sunday, you were against Hearts of Oak, your own team.
Yes, I will admit that. You see, this whole season, Krobia Kumasi and Antakotoko hasn't lost a game at home. And
that was a key factor.
Of course, if you look at the way they play at home, it's always difficult for a team to go there and survive. And especially Hearts of Oak going there with a very, very good defensive record this season in the Premier League. Kotoko was very, very electric on the day. But I think the red card had a lot of, Kotoko thought that just after the red card, they were going to have their way. But I saw a team that lacks a tactical awareness of what is actually happening on the pitch. You understand? It was as if all of them were depending on long balls. And which was never going to yield any result against this very well-disciplined Accra Folk side. Nitty Dramani has done a very good job with this team. And they showed that on the day on Sunday against Kumasi Antakotoko. One of the best scoring teams in the Ghana Premier League this season. At their backyard, Babera Sports Stadium. And the fans were in their numbers as well. But I might say that Hearts of Oak did a very wonderful job on the day. They defend very, very solidly. Against Kumasi Antakotoko on the day. If Hearts of Oak was very, very clinical, they would have won the game by 2-0. Even with 10 men. So that tells you that Kotoko, even though they had a lot of possession, when it comes to scoring goals, they didn't created any clear-cut chances to get a goal in that particular game, because the middle of the field, they lacked a lot of creativity in there, and that prevented them to get a chance at goal against Accra Folk. You realize that they were depending on a lot of long balls. In fact, they were trying to shoot from a distance, which was never going to beat Benjamin Asari in the post of Accra Folk. I think it was a very well-balanced performance from Nitty Dramani's side. Just after the red card, we saw the substitutions that happened, and they took advantage of the game. In fact, he made Kotoko play according to their style. In fact, in their tempo, and they were able to contain them for almost 65 minutes in that game. In fact, it was a very, very good one in Kumasi for Accra Folk. I was seeing a draw or a slight win for Kumasi Antakotoko, but it was a very good game from the Hearts of Oak, and I think the players did so well on the day. Just that the red card came in so unexpectedly. Of course. But the game was very, very physical. The way the tackles were flying in fact, it was very intense. That tells you the nature of the Super Clash. And I was not surprised. I had the opportunity to watch the first half of the game. In fact, I enjoyed it a lot. I don't remember the last time I watched a Ghana Premier League game. I was so happy to that extent. But it was very nice, a very beautiful game to watch. But I think the experience of Nitty Dramani won the game for Accra Folk.
So someone was like, you see, it's not in the rules. It's not
the rules to give the man of the match to the coach. If
simple.
not, Nitty Dramani should have won
simple.
That tells you what experience can bring to you as a team. So you see, sacking Karim Zito was always going to create problems for Kumasi Antakotoko. And then coming up, an interim coach coming up against a coach like Nitty Dramani, who has won the Premier League before, it's always going to be very, very difficult. And you saw what happened at the end of the day. Kudos to Accra Folk. They got their revenge, a very, very sweet one, at the back of their biggest rivals in Kumasi. So it's a very good win for Accra Folk.
Okay, based on what you are discussing right now, a lot of people are blaming Kamara, that Nigerian international who was on post for Krobia Kumasi Antakotoko. That goal, was it his fault?
You see, I think in a way we can blame Kamara for the first goal. Because as a goalkeeper, if you look at the distance from where the free kick was taken to that of the goal, there's no way you are expecting a header from that position to beat you as a goalkeeper. So I think his timing of the ball was completely wrong. In fact, if you know a free kick is going to be floated in from the right side of the pitch, right, and you are the goalkeeper, you are not aware of where you are standing, then you are not doing well as a professional goalkeeper. Okay. It was a very bad way to concede. Okay. In fact, it wasn't a very clear opportunity to score from. But I think the position of the goalkeeper made it very easy for Accra to convert that particular chance. And they themselves didn't. He wasn't too confident in the post for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Okay. You understand? Somebody was saying that if it wasn't for that red card, Accra should have gotten like 2 more goals in that particular game. Okay. Because anytime before the red card came, anytime they attack, they always get shot on goal. You understand? So Kamara wasn't at his best performance on the day against Accra. I think the goal should have been prevented easily. You understand?
Okay. Yeah. So we will tackle the leg lock. That will be on Friday, of course. But let's tackle the preface of it. Yeah. We will not go into details. Friday we will do that one. Is it too early for you to say that Hasufo can win the Ghana Premier League? Right. Because they are second on the leg lock.
In the Premier League, in the Ghana Premier League, everything is possible.
Okay.
As we speak, I think it's only 6 points between that of Bibiani Gold Stars.
Yeah.
And that Accra. Okay.
Mediama, they are on top.
Yes.
And then Hasufo are second.
Yes.
And so Gold Stars and Hasufo, they have same points, but the goals difference.
Yeah.
And then Adriana Stars.
So it's actually 5 points.
5 points.
Mediama and then Accra. And we only play 22 games.
Yes.
So there's still opportunity for Accra to go on and win it.
Okay, so let's look at those 4 teams that are still fighting for the leg lock.
Yeah.
There are 5 matches. So if you look at Mediama, they'll play Samatex, they'll play Suelo All Blacks, they'll play Hoho United, Dreams FC, and then 11 Wonders. I think 11 Wonders is free for, of course, Mediama. By all means, Mediama will go and score 11 Wonders. But
it's
Dreams FC is hard. Hoho United and then the Suelo All Blacks, they are newly promoted side. Yeah. So that one is not certain like that. Samatex 2 will be crucial. Yeah. Let's look at Hasufo. Brekum Chelsea. They will play it. That will be Wednesday. Yeah, at home. And then Bibiani Gold Stars, Baseke Holy Stars, Heart of Lion. Wow. And then Suedo All Blacks. Charlie.
Accra fixtures are very tough.
They are very, very tough.
Yeah, very tough.
And then Gold Stars, Heart of Lion, House of Folk, Young Apostles, Vision FC, Carolina United. Charlie. That one too is very tough.
Yeah.
And then Bibiani Hoho United, Dreams FC, 11 Wonders, Bechem United, and Krobia Kumasi Asante. Remember that they've eliminated Kotoko from the FA Cup.
So that will be a sweet revenge for Kumasi Asante.
Of course. So, Gordon, there is this issue that is coming up.
But before, I didn't cut you. Newcastle 95 goals to 0.
Wow.
First half.
Are they playing contest ball?
Anthony Gordon 4 goals.
Wow.
Yes,
wow.
Anthony Gordon 4 goals. Yeah.
Okay. Everything is going well for Anthony Gordon. Yeah. So, Gordon, there is this new news coming up that they should sack Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko. The interim coach, not the interim coach, the IMC. In the lives of Kwesi Appiah, in the lives of this man, I've forgotten his name. You see those people who are forming the I think they are 3 in numbers. Yeah, so they have to sack them because they are still failing Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Is it necessary for Otumfuo or Pimso to sack this place? Because you see, Kwesi Appiah that we know is having that experience, and then I've forgotten
you see, my problem is what is the essence of appointing these people in the first place? The target, the objectives of appointing these people in the first place. Were they able to achieve it? I'm sure most of the fans of Master Asante Kotoko will say no.
Okay.
Understand? Kwesi Appiah is a coach of the Sudan national team.
Okay.
He was at the just ended African Cup of Nations.
Okay.
But they made it to the round of 16 and they lost to Senegal by 3 goals to 1.
Okay.
So he's not somebody who is always present with the team. You understand? So appointing those people to help, I don't really know their motive or their role regarding the team's performance, because if it is something to complement the coaching staff, then seriously, it has failed abysmally because Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
But someone will be like, the other name Openkra. Someone will be like, Nana Openkra has done so many jobs for Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko in terms of signing of players. They've signed a lot of players for Krobia Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So that is what they are. This is how or where they are finding fault. They've signed a lot of players for Karim Zitu or the past coaches, but they couldn't deliver it. And then now they've given it to interim coach. But still, they are not finding the results. Still, they are not finding the glories. So someone will be like, it's not their fault. The MC, the IMC is not their fault. Because, and it's clear, they've signed a lot of players for Krobia Kumasi, even foreign players, a lot of, strikers, midfielders. Is it the players' fault? Rich. I don't see it to be the IMC fault. Rich, I see it to be the players' fault.
One thing that Kumasi Asante Kotoko is lacking is their ability to maintain certain players at the club for some number of years. You know, they did overhauling some 2 years ago. They bought a lot of players.
Not 2 years. Not only 2 years ago. Even last year.
Last year they did.
They've done that for almost
3 seasons now in a row.
6 seasons.
6 seasons in a row. So
6 seasons.
that tells you that there is no stability.
Starting from this coach, the Wafa coach. Prosper Natogun.
That tells you that there's no stability at the club at the moment. You know that as a team, you cannot be changing your players season in, season out, and you expect good results. You need the players to play for some time together, to gel together. You understand? When every season you are bringing in new faces, how do you expect them to perform? Because some of these guys are foreigners. They don't know the terrain of our league. They don't know how things are done here. They need time to adapt. And once that happens, a lot of things will leave you behind. And I think that is what is affecting Kumasi Asante Kotoko this season. In fact, the problem of signing players is that you need to identify the right player that the team needs. You understand? You can go and sign a player who is performing so well in another team and come to your club. He will not perform.
Backing your analysis, that is what I would say. This Ray Holland is not helping.
It's not helping Kumasi Asante Kotoko at all.
Because you could clearly see that Hasselhoff, they weren't able to sign players.
A lot of players.
And that has helped Hasselhoff, of course.
The old guys are still there.
They are still there. So the zeal, the teamwork, everything is still intact. It's just that they've changed coaches from Ouattara to Didi Dramani, but still now everything is okay.
A lot of the old guys are still around.
Of course. Right now, Hasselhoff will be playing beautiful football, but what they lack is finding opportunities to score goals.
They don't score many goals.
They don't score many goals, but when it comes to defense and everything, they are good.
There's this philosophy that when you don't score, don't concede.
You see that thing? Right now, at first, Hasselhoff problem was goalkeepers, right? Right now, they have Benjamin Esare, and then the other goalkeeper, Solomon Agusi. They are at that top there, top-notch goalkeepers that they will never fail you. When it comes to the defense, they have Baba, the one who scored the Kumasi Asante. They have Baba. Good. They have Baba. They have Kevin Osei. They have a lot of players
who played for.
And then when it comes to the midfield too, the rest of Amankwa and then Hussein and they are all there. But Mauli Wayo and then the rest of the players at that finishing line, they are not helping us.
They are helping us. They need to get the proper striker in there.
So, Ray Holland doesn't help Krobia Kumasi Asante. Right now, if you mention Hasselhoff and Krobia Kumasi Asante, it seems like you are comparing them to Hoho United and then those newly promoted side. There's no difference between Hasselhoff and then Swedro Blacks. There's no difference between Krobia Kumasi Asante and then Hoho United and Heart of Lion. What have you? So, Gordon, let me update you on this. We are come to end the show. Let me update you on this. So there is Hasselhoff. They've released a letter. Hamza AYISAH. It was clearly on the web that a lot of people were saying that Hamza AYISAH, one of South Africans teams, they are come to buy Hamza AYISAH, or they've already signed him. But the Hasselhoff, they've released letter. Can't get a see of their PRO, Opariado. They've released letter this afternoon that all that they are saying, all the rumors and everything, they are not true. Hamza AYISAH is still a player, and then he's still under contract, and then they haven't even received a call from this South African team that they are, saying, or they are mentioning their names, or that they've signed Hamza AYISAH in those kind of things. So they are all forced rumors
Yeah.
that they shouldn't pay attention to it. That is it. And then there is meeting coming on. Togbe Afere was very, 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 very happy yesterday. What happened at Babaya Sports Stadium? You see, scoring Krobia Kumasi as Antokotoko against 10 against 10 against 11 was very, very, very fantastic job that Hasu did last Sunday. So Togbe Afere, he's very, very happy. And then their new MD, managing director, Julius. Yeah, Julius. Julius, he has already met Didi Dramani, who is the coach for Krobia Hasu, and then they've had countless meeting the team body as well, and then Togbe Afere too is coming to meet Hasu, the family, the technical team, the players, and everyone. You know, there is good news. That 1.5 million they own Rennie Henrik.
Yeah.
They come to settle that money so that they will FIFA will release that band
so that can
from Hasselhoff so that they can sign players. Yeah. So that's what is coming up.
I think it's a good news for the Phobians.
Okay.
Hasselhoff need players to compete at the highest level,
of course,
and then settling that debt will also help them to actually go to the market coming the next transfer window.
Okay.
To get the proper players they need to be Fabia squad.
Okay, so that is good. I had one idea good year some ABC or show so and then of course the Champions League won some draw I know no playoff no say this week you know 1 minute be na Champions League playoff no na my waves no sa it in brother no and me no e kasa ne de I first fixtures na to join so on ma yeah won some to me of course Real Madrid don't to me copy win against Benfica and so on so na Galatasaray almost to meet now backyard to me Yama Juventus the old ladies a couple in Num Elhorma Juventus and so Moti and so on and the matches and also Newcastle Omo and Bobo Koye from Caraba. What I say Caraba 5-0 for Newcastle. 5-0 for Newcastle first half. Second half with their minimum JVC. I don't know some more contest board yeah, but that is it. 5-0 for Newcastle. Newcastle so a home and as away. And Omo says here and so on to Umbasin this park I didn't see. And so you want some so to be April or show so and anyway. So update on match and I was on where I kick off on the second fixtures of a year Champions League playoff and I want some to be April show so and then anyway so on Samson you and so on say for no a second fixtures now and there Barcelona and so on me know the match back where you crucial crunch match now Club Brugge Omo ni Atletico Madrid and so on Montino. You don't say everyone himself of late Club Brugge Omo very stubborn and it's here don't stand me and so on etume bro show so and there enumere and so on of course you did Champions League nko mo no bebrena Vinicius Junior nko friend Montini those kind of things no you did won some nyina na ebro and so on FIFA update on FIFA almost say UEFA sorry update on UEFA say master in some bebrena na eboba rulings in I ade omo tena so omo rule and you know the omo ba betu dwa bia na efa no ndra match e course against Benfica ne Real Madrid nyina no omo the who release na betu ya ba you know keep on watching Nitty Gritty live on Air Truth TV. You don't say me na who update na bro Friday and so on the to watch and so e dey am ya so na e bo ramu mam hanu say ni na na yakro bia kuma say atande ko won sensem any glorious impressive house of won sensem so no ye dey won sem e bro show no so no and then you production crew ni na omo ye solid and the likes of marvelous or say I am mbodin back no say I na abama no o dey me mbo ya tamoto man sorry nti no ade a omo tumi boy my production bibia kodwe etumi ekoso yi sa enso na Francis Anete ono so ade ne papa aka baabi ene si yakọ kwese enko emfa ama sports screen no nyina no yama ne yakọ enye nyina mu no ne papa aka baabi ba boy my production ni bibia so etumi ekoso yi ewo no sa so na Martin etumi boy my production crew no nyina no wi akoso yi Prince Tewia aka Secret Code crank to crank otume boy ma bibia so no etumi ekoso eye wo hwe production crew on very short kra enso ewo mu nti I no tumi so no ahye no so enso on of course gonna kashi etumi come inside ewa no say ma bibia so etumi ekoso eye dia meji so eye AYISAH Richard me na me di dwuma di ho chia me what I say the same thing sports mo kronkron ba ko pe nti admo any agudi mu nsem nyina ABC share Friday na Friday edition is on to me and bro and so on the act of being a good presenter if not to say bye bye.